My Beats by Dre just died. He was, no! Hey guys, welcome to the Beardy Boy vlog. My name is Dustin, and this is the show where I try to make digital friends. So I generally prefer texting over phone calls. It's not that I don't like talking to people, it's just texting is way faster. But if you're asking me one question, you don't have to call me. I am terrified of voicemails though, just terrified. It's usually not good news if you're getting a voicemail. It's always an adult person telling me I need to do adult things, like pay my health insurance. But since I am an avid texter, I do use shorthands, aka emissions. I say emissions, sounds like I'm saying emissions like gas emissions. This is not that kind of vlog. You know, the basics. LOL, please, PLS. If I text totes amazeballs to my dad, he's probably gonna be confused. By the way, if you ever get a text from me, it says totes amazeballs. Good job. Tomorrow I say Tom, which is annoying because autocorrect always changes Tom when I mean tomorrow and they capitalize T. I'm always doing something on Tom. Sexual stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks this way because a lot of people text and they love to text and they text all the time and they prefer texting over pretty much any other form of communication possible. And it's because we want to communicate as fast as possible. We want it to be instantaneous? That is not a word. We want it to be instant. I'm not gonna look it up. I should look it up. Instantaneous, maybe. We want it like that. And the problem when you get like this, sometimes you lose the accuracy of the point you're trying to make. And that's why you gotta use emoticons, because they help. If you wanna get real serious about it, 2 periods means a lot different than 3 periods. Usually 3 periods is some form of sarcasm. ... What I'm really saying, I'm not really meaning, because you're an idiot. ... I use like more emoticons. If I think something's really funny, I'll use the crying one. And it's really, really funny, I'll use a bunch of them, so... There's a point to this. Don't leave me. Shakespeare could have wrote most of those plays with just like 4 or 5 emoticons. Kissy face, angry face, dead face. Jealous face? I don't know. I haven't read Shakespeare since high school. Remember Canterbury Tales? Is that Shakespeare? I don't even know it's Shakespeare. Wait a second. Is Canterbury Tales Shakespeare? That's not it. Midnight something. What'd I read? Oh man, I gotta find that video. It doesn't matter. We don't even know if you really wrote that shit. Anyways, right? Communication is changing way more than just texting and emoticons. Think about when you use your smartphone, when you're going through the apps. Are you clicking on an app because of the title underneath? Or you just recognize a symbol? If I took all the text away from your smartphone and you had to go through your app, could you still use your smartphone? Yeah. Because Twitter is a bird and Facebook is an F. With this form of language and communication evolving, how long will written word last? If you watch some sci-fi movies, there's definitely some alien technology where you just see like little symbols. Look at like any web page, like in the corner, there's just 4 little symbols. It's always like a Facebook symbol, Twitter symbol, maybe an email symbol. You know, they don't even put mail. It's just a picture of a mail. Now, if communication evolves like this, and we're finally able to communicate in an instant, does that give our brains more capacity to do other things? Actually, I feel like technology has made this happen already. I got Facebook to keep track of my friends and family. I got my calendar to keep track of my dates and things I gotta do. I got my alarm to wake me up and to do other things. There's all kind of apps to keep your finances together. Then there's Siri for Apple and Cortana for Microsoft, your actual personal assistant who is helping you throughout your day, make sure you get shit done. With all this technology helping me out through my day, I feel like I can concentrate more on the work I'm doing at the time instead of worrying about the work I have to do later, or if I paid Netflix. If your brain has been freed up to do more things, and say communication is at that level where it's almost instantaneous, what else could we possibly do? This is what makes me curious. How many lanes of thought do you think you can currently access? Me talking right now, that's like a lane of thought. What I'm saying coming out of my face is what I'm thinking. And then there's what I'm thinking ahead, the next thing I'm gonna say. So that's like my second lane of thought. Especially when you're listening to somebody, that's probably a better example. Like when you're listening to someone, you're taking in that information, but you're also trying to think, what do you want to contribute? What question do you want to ask next? There's at least another lane, the ADD in the other corner, you know, singing Bruno Mars in the background. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk. Shut up, I'm trying to work. So that's 3 lanes of thought. And supposedly there's more. There's your subconscious. If you change that first lane of thought to where it's instantaneous, nailed it. Will that give you more access to more lanes of thought? Or maybe that makes the other lanes of thought more powerful? I don't know, this is really deep thinking. This is a lot for a stupid YouTube vlog. But what is the future of that? Will software like Siri and Cortana basically run your life? I use the voice recognition thing, and I use it to spell words I don't know how to spell. Schedule. Spell schedule for me. How do you spell tomorrow? Is it 2 R's? Tomorrow. I'm not even doing a graphic. I just got to work with my phone being blurry in the camera. Check out my buddy Aaron Kleiber at the Improv March 12th through 15th. He's headlining. Also watch his show at watchitforyou.com. I'll be at the Improv on March 19th at Matt's Lights Out show. All the information for the shows and other things are in the description. Check that out. Don't forget to vote for Best of the Burgh for Pittsburgh Magazine. I'll also be on the podcast Does This Hold Up on March 8th. Make sure to check that out on Epicast TV. You can find me on social media at The Beardy boy. I look young and I have a beard. It's pretty simple. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, IG, at The Beardy Boy, thebeardyboy.com. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. This has been The Beardy Boy, and those have been my thoughts straight out the beard. These new boxers are making my penis like pops out. My dick is too big for my boxers, which I know is true now because the average size penis came out yesterday on the interwebs, and I'm bigger than the average size penis.
Instantaneous.